Welcome to Black Light History, your daily dose of births, deaths, and events in African American history, exposing the DNA blacks have left in the home we call American history. I'm your host, Adrian. It's September 23rd. I'm glad you're here. Let's get into it. We're going to start today off in remembrance. Mary Church Terrell was a teacher, speaker, journalist, and activist. Born on this day in 1863, Terrell earned a bachelor's and master's degree at Oberlin College. She would go on to study in Europe and become fluent in French, German, and Italian. Terrell spent 15 years as a teacher. As a civil rights activist, she was the co-founder of the National Association of Colored Women and a charter member of the NAACP. An honorary member of Delta Sigma Theta, Terrell has also been recognized with the Congressional Gold Medal, honorary degrees from Oberlin, Howard University, and Wilberforce University, and has been inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. John Mercer Langston's seating in the U.S. House of Representatives was a hard-fought and historic event that highlighted the racial and political turmoil of the late 19th century. He was officially seated on September 23, 1890. The story behind it is a remarkable one. Langston had run for Congress in Virginia's 4th Congressional District in 1888. Despite winning the election, his victory was contested by his opponent and the Democratic Party, and he was not allowed to take his seat. For nearly 2 years, he fought the case, gathering evidence of voter fraud and intimidation. His case was finally brought before the House of Representatives, and after a vote, the House decided in his favor. However, because of his 2-year delay, Langston was only able to serve for about 6 months before his term ended in March of 1891. Despite the short tenure, he became the first African American to represent Virginia in Congress, and his victory was a major symbolic win for the cause of civil rights. Today we remember legendary musician and Navy veteran John Coltrane. Train, as he was affectionately known as, was born on this day in 1926. After serving in the Navy, Coltrane began playing in bands with the likes of Miles Davis and Dizzy Gillespie. Once on his own with his own band, Coltrane began pushing the boundaries of jazz music. His music was deemed so spiritual, he was canonized by the African Orthodox Church. Coltrane won a Grammy Award for Best Jazz Solo Performance in 1982 for his work on the album Bye Bye Blackbird. In 1997, he was posthumously awarded the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Already inducted into the Jazz Hall of Fame, Coltrane would be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1998. In 2007, he was awarded a special Pulitzer Prize for his masterful improvisation, supreme musicianship, and iconic centrality of the history of jazz. Several of his albums have been selected for preservation by the Library of Congress, including A Love Supreme and Giant Steps. Coltrane would leave us on July 17, 1967, at the age of 40. 2 of his homes have been honored as a National Historic Landmark or a National Treasure. Born on this day but no longer with us is music legend Ray Charles. Charles was born in 1930 and at the age of 5 began losing his sight. At the age of 15, after losing his mother, he began playing on the Chitlin circuit. Charles would dominate the charts with hits like I Got a Woman, What I Say, Hit the Road Jack, and Georgia on My Mind. Ray Charles's work earned him numerous honors and a place in music history. He won 17 Grammy Awards over his career, including a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 1987. He was a recipient of the prestigious Kennedy Honors in 1986, and in that same year, he was also one of the inaugural inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Charles was also inducted into the Country Hall of Fame and the Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame. He was awarded the National Medal of Arts in 1993. By the time of his passing in 2004, Charles held 3 honorary doctorates from Dillard University, University of South Florida, and Morehouse College. Morehouse College also honored Charles with the Kendall Award for Lifetime Achievement in Arts and Entertainment and named a $20 million Performing Arts Center in his name. The United States Postal Service created a forever stamp in his likeness. Charles's version of Georgia on My Mind is the official state song of Georgia. On September 23, 1955, an all-white, all-male jury in Sumner, Mississippi acquitted Roy Bryant and J.W. Millam for the murder of 14-year-old Emmett Till. The jury deliberated for just 67 minutes before returning a not guilty verdict. The acquittal, along with the brutality of the murder itself, shocked the nation and became a pivotal moment that helped fuel the modern civil rights movement. Executive Order 10730 was a powerful and necessary act by President Dwight D. Eisenhower to enforce the Supreme Court's desegregation order in Little Rock, Arkansas. It directly addressed the crisis created by the state's governor and was a pivotal moment for the civil rights movement. On this day in 1957, the Little Rock Nine made a second attempt to enter Central High School, this time with a police escort. They successfully got inside through a side door, but an angry mob of over 1,000 people gathered outside. Fearing for the students' safety, the police were forced to evacuate them from the school just a few hours later. This event proved that the local police could not control the mob and that federal intervention was necessary. Later that day, in response to the escalating violence and the governor's defiance of a federal court order, President Eisenhower issued Executive Order 10730. This order was a direct and forceful response to the crisis. It did two main things. It federalized the Arkansas National Guard, taking them out of the governor's control, and it sent in the 101st Airborne Division of the U.S. Army to Little Rock to restore order and protect the students. On September 25th, under protection of the U.S. Army troops with bayonets, the Little Rock Nine were finally able to enter Central High School and begin their classes. The federal troops remained at the school to protect the students for the entire school year, ensuring that the court-ordered desegregation was enforced. We opened the Blacklight Sports Vault beginning in 1962. On this day, LA Dodgers shortstop Maury Wills matched Ty Cobb's MLB record of 97 steals in a season on his way to 104. On this day, Alexandra Nicholson, an American trampolinist, won the 1972 Women's World Trampoline Championship held in Stuttgart, Germany. The win was a historic moment as she was the first black female gymnast to win an individual medal at the World Championships. She was also the first trampolinist, male or female, to successfully complete the Trifts, which is a forward triple somersault with a half twist. Nicholson would go on to win the championship again in 1974, becoming the last American to win a gold medal in the event. She was later inducted into the USA Gymnastics Hall of Fame. On this day in 1979, Lou Brock recorded his 938th and final stolen base in a game against the New York Mets. This steal broke the all-time stolen base record that was held by Billy Hamilton. His record stood until it was broken by Rickey Henderson in 1991. Brock remains the National League's all-time stolen base leader. On September 23, 1987, Albert Hall, an outfielder for the Atlanta Braves, hit for the cycle against the Houston Astros. He was the first Braves player to accomplish the feat since 1910. Happy 71st birthday to George C. Wolfe, a celebrated playwright, director, and producer who has had a profound impact on American theater and film. He is perhaps most famous for directing the two-part Pulitzer Prize-winning play Angels in America: Millennium Approaches in 1993, which won him a Tony Award. Wolfe holds multiple Obie Awards and in total has 3 competitive Tony Awards, and in 2024, he was honored with the Tony Award Lifetime Achievement. He won the Directors Guild of America Award for his direction of the HBO film Lackawanna Blues. He has received honorary degrees from Yale and Marymount Manhattan College. Happy 67th birthday to Marvin Lewis. Lewis is a longtime football coach known for his defensive prowess and his long, transformative tenure as the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. A linebacker at Idaho State University, where he earned a bachelor's and master's degree, Lewis was the defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, winning the Super Bowl in 2001. In 2003, Lewis took over as the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals, a team that was a perennial loser. His tenure, which lasted for 16 seasons, was one of the most significant in franchise history. Under his leadership, the Bengals became a consistently competitive team. He holds the Bengals franchise record with the most career wins at 131. He led the team to 7 playoff appearances and 4 AFC North Division titles. Lewis was the consensus choice for the NFL Coach of the Year in 2009 after leading the Bengals to a 10-6 record and an AFC North Division title. He was inducted into his alma mater Sports Hall of Fame in 2001. Happy birthday to actor Shi McBride. You know him from TV shows Pushing Daisies, Boston Public, and Hawaii Five-0. In film, he has appeared in several popular movies including Gone in 60 Seconds, The Terminal, and I, Robot. Shi McBride turned 64 today. Happy 47th birthday to actor and Juilliard graduate Anthony Mackie. Mackie's career began on the stage where he earned an Obie Award for his role in Talk in 2002. His film debut was in 2002 as well in the movie 8 Mile, followed by a breakout role in Brother to Brother in 2004. He has since appeared in a number of critically acclaimed films, including The Hurt Locker, winning multiple Best Supporting Actor awards, 2004's Notorious with Tupac Shakur. In 2014, he would star as the beloved character and future Captain America Falcon in Captain America Winter Soldier. You can find him currently on the Peacock Network's video game adaptation, Twisted Metal. Happy birthday to former outfielder Matt Kemp. Kemp spent the majority of his career with the Dodgers, but also played for the San Diego Padres, Atlanta Braves, Cincinnati Reds, and Colorado Rockies. Kemp's career can be defined by his fantastic 2011 season, where he put up MVP caliber numbers. He finished second in the voting that year, just shy of the NL MVP. That 2011 season, Kemp led the National League in home runs and RBIs, while taking home the Hank Aaron Award, a Golden Glove, and a Silver Slugger. A three-time All-Star, Kemp finished his 15-year career with a .284 batting average, 287 home runs, and 1,031 RBIs. Earning 2 total Gold Gloves and 2 total Silver Slugger awards, Matt Kemp turns 41 today. Happy 40th birthday to former running back Chris Johnson. Johnson played college football at East Carolina University. Johnson burst onto the NFL scene with the Tennessee Titans. He went on to become the face of the Titans for 6 years before playing with the New York Jets and Arizona Cardinals, ending his career in 2017. Johnson's best season was an incredible 2009 campaign, which earned him his iconic nickname CJ2K. He became the 6th player in NFL history to rush for 2,000 yards in a single season, finishing with 2,006 yards. That season, he set an NFL record for total yards from scrimmage with 2,509 on his way to the NFL Offensive Player of the Year. A 3-time Pro Bowl selection, Johnson has been inducted into the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame and the Senior Bowl Hall of Fame. In today's Blacklight Entertainment Rewind, comedian Eddie Murphy released the hit single, Party All the Time. The song was released on September 23, 1985, as the lead single of Murphy's debut album, How Could It Be? The song was written and produced by the legendary funk musician Rick James. Party All the Time was a massive commercial success, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 3 consecutive weeks in late 1985 and early 1986, held off the top spot by Lionel Richie's Say You, Say Me. It also reached number 8 on the Billboard Hot Black Singles chart and was a hit internationally as well. Static Shock was an American superhero animated series that ran on the WB Kids WB programming block. It premiered on September 23, 2000. Based on the Milestone Comics character Static, the character was created by black artists Dwayne McDuffie, Denny Cowan, Michael Davis, Derek T. Dingle, and Christopher Priest. The series was praised for its focus on a young black superhero and its willingness to tackle serious, real-world issues. Despite its strong ratings, the show was canceled after 4 seasons because it was not selling enough merchandise. Speakerboxxx Love Below is the 5th studio album by the hip-hop duo Outkast, released on September 23, 2003. The album was a huge commercial success, becoming Outkast's first and only album to debut at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart. It held the top spot for 7 non-consecutive weeks and has since been certified diamond, making it one of the highest-selling hip-hop albums of all time. At the 2004 Grammy Awards, it won Album of the Year, making Outkast the 2nd hip-hop group to ever win the award. It also won the Grammy for Best Rap Album, while the song Hey Ya won the Best Urban Alternative Performance. Winning an American Music Award and a Soul Train Music Award, Speakerboxxx Love Below is listed in Rolling Stone magazine's 500 Greatest Albums of All Time. The song Hey Ya is included in its 500 Greatest Songs of All Time. And finally today we remember the life of Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers. Nicknamed the Kansas City Comet, Sayers was one of the most electrifying and graceful running backs in the history of football. Though his career was cut short by injuries, his impact on the game was immense. Sayers was a 2-time consensus All-American at the University of Kansas, where he earned his nickname. He set an NCAA record with a 99-yard run against Nebraska in 1963. He finished his college career with 2,675 rushing yards and over 4,000 all-purpose yards. The Chicago Bears drafted Sayers 4th overall in the 1965 NFL Draft. He immediately became a superstar, earning the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. His rookie season was legendary as he scored the NFL rookie record 22 touchdowns, including a record-tying 6 touchdowns in one game against the San Francisco 49ers on December 12, 1965. Despite his career ending early due to knee injuries, he led the NFL in rushing twice, in 1966 and 1969. The 1969 NFL Comeback Player of the Year is a 5-time All-Pro. Sayers is on every NFL anniversary team and the NFL's 1960s All-Decade team. At the age of 34, Sayers is the youngest player ever to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He is also enshrined in the College Football Hall of Fame. His Chicago Bears and Kansas Jayhawk jersey numbers are both retired. Gale Sayers will leave us on this day in 2020 at the age of 77. That concludes today's events. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you check out the playlist for the week, I've not only included this week's episodes, but extra music videos, trailers, and documentaries to help supplement the things we talk about. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky. And remember, African American history is American history. So join us again tomorrow as we shine another light on Black Light history.